Hey everyone, how's it going? Bowser the Healer here, and today I want to talk about the set bonuses for Preservation Evoker. If you guys want to see me talk about any of the other set bonuses in sort of my healer territory, let me know. I'd love to. But for now, let's just focus on this. I'm going to talk about what the set bonus is bringing, then what we're losing by losing the other set bonus, and why this new one coming out, right, the Season 2 one, I think is going to be pretty strong and pretty good for us, and what kind of playstyle changes you should expect. As per usual, my disclaimer, I'm a Mythic Plus player. So on the raid side of things, I'm not really theory crafting that yet. I kind of assume we're going to be fine, just because it feels like you're going to be able to do quite a bit of healing with this anyway. So I think it should help in raid as well as in M+, but I'm going to focus on the M+ side of things. So, 2 set bonus in Season 2. Spirit Bloom applies a heal over time effect for 40% of its healing done over 8 seconds. Dream Breath's healing is increased by 15%. Then, the 4-piece bonus. After casting 3 empowered spells, you gain an Essence Burst immediately and then another one 3 seconds later. Now, just real quick on the 4-piece, it sounds a little weaker compared to the 2-piece, but honestly, I'd rather get that like main set of power in the first set bonus, because sometimes getting the 4-piece can, that's the annoying part, right? Like I feel like everyone gets 2 set and then we're all just sitting here crying trying to get 40%. Honestly, when you consider things like stasis, you're probably going to be getting this more often than you think. And if this becomes viable with Nosdormu's teachings, you might be doing this all the time. So maybe the 4 set will feel pretty good. It also has a nice interaction with the new Ouroboros and Emerald Blossom. So I have a feeling that like it'll be useful. It'll help tie things together, but it's not the main reason we're here. That 2-piece set bonus looks super strong. I mean, have you ever tip the scale Spirit Bloom? Yeah, now it has a 40% hot on top of it. Well, damn, that's pretty intense, right? But we're losing 2 things. For the Raiders, the Infinite Hots build, we're losing that reversion stay up longer because they're critting more often due to our 2-tier set of Season 1. But as a Mythic Plus player, you never really notice that. But we're losing the 20% more damage and healing instant cast Living Flame, which was so strong. That's where a lot of our good damage came from. That's what allowed us to take care of our spot healing problem. That's when I stopped running Ouroboros on my older builds. It was the moment that I got 4-piece. I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't need this anymore. But now Ouroboros has been reworked. So I used to use the old Ouroboros, which powered up via Emerald Blossoms going off, and then your next Echo would be like a better spot heal. It was super nice, just to like kind of even out the sort of hard spot healing that Preservation has. But now we're actually losing our big tool for spot healing, and we're losing old Ouroboros. And now I like the new Ouroboros quite a bit, but this means that we're going to have to go back to some of the strategy I outline in my guide, which, so you don't have to go back and watch it unless you really want to. Preservation is all about preparing to heal, right? It is all about knowing something's coming and just being ready for it. As long as you got the tools and the resources and the mana and the cooldowns, you can handle just about anything the game throws at you. But if you're not prepared for it and you get like stuck behind a little bit on heals, people fall pretty low as you're charging up a spell and crying in the club. So I think what this 2 set is really going to let us do is just smother the group in heal over times. So many heal over times that hopefully it helps sustain players long enough for us to get out some of our weaker spot healing. So if we have to clean up a bunch of damage, we can start with reversions and some echoes, a Verdant Embrace combo, cleave heal the party, and then if there's anything less, maybe that's when you're throwing the Living Flame. Now, I'm going to miss it, right? I'm really going to miss that instant cast spot heal and damage. I had like a truck with Scarlet Adaptation. You hit like 130k Living Flame. Like, it's such a wonderful feeling. There is a talent though that after using Verdant Embrace or Emerald Blossom, Living Flame is faster. It's a fun talent. I'm going to have to see if I can fit it into my build, and that'll come when I get my hands nice and properly on the tier sets in the PTR. Because they're, for those of you who don't know, they're not actually available for every class as of recording this video. So trust, I'll make another one when we get there. But I'm not sure if we're going to have the talent points to play around with that, just given what we need. But there's a few other things that are going to make our life a little bit better. So Life Force Mender, you might recall me mentioning that talent, right, it increases the damage of your Fire Breath and your Living Flame based on your maximum health. Our maximum health is going to be going up. So we're going to be getting even more value out of that. And for the rest of the expansion, as long as that talent exists, we're going to get even more out of it. So that's sort of a big deal in my book, because that means that that strugglesome living flame will get better and better. So maybe reducing its cast time makes it a pretty competent spot heal when you're cleaning up a heal. And I think that there's some merit to that. But until I get my hands on it, I'm not really sure. And this is all subject to change, but it is kind of fun. We're going to need to prepare a little bit more on mechanics, be a little bit more ready for incoming damage. But honestly, this seems kind of fun to me. I think I'm going to really enjoy what Spirit Bloom's doing. And also, if Spirit Bloom's doing a nice heal over time, maybe that helps move us through a mechanic, and then I don't have to use my Dream Breath immediately. I want you to think of Persia, Halls of Valor, right? The classic. Storm Shield phase sucks. Can you imagine that, like, you echo everyone with a temporal anomaly, you tip the skill Spirit Bloom, or maybe you have a stasis Spirit Bloom, right? With like another temporal anomaly in it, and you just slam it, and everyone gets that massive heal. They're all back to full, and then as they tick down, the heal over time effect keeps them alive for maybe one more tick. That's like one more GCD to buffer you getting your next big heal out. Oh, see, I really like the idea of that. Like, that makes it sound like Storm Shield phase is going to be easier, except it'll be season 2 and we'll be dealing with Brackenhide Hollow, and I'm trying not to think too hard about how tough that dungeon might be. It might be, you know what, it might be a cakewalk, but I'll give my dungeon impressions and my initial fears of the season 2 dungeons later. But for now, this set bonus looks fun, and I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on it. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you all down there. I read basically everything, so please chat around down there and get subscribed for more. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, friends.